I'm about to spit some blasphemous truth about college football. I'm about to commit NCAA heresy. You old school, longtime college football fans won't want to hear any of this because it will shake you to your ivy-covered souls. Tell me I'm wrong. And by the way, I will bet you I have been a college football fan just as big and just as long as any of you watching right now have. College football, right before your very eyes, has become just another pro football league. Only with this league, these teams represent schools instead of cities like the NFL teams. And for now, college pro football is played by obviously younger players than NFL players. But that will change. You watch, I'll get there in just a moment. For 4 decades, I wrote and I said on television that college players should be paid whatever the market would bear. I said that it was unconstitutional for the NCAA to force these kids to play for room, board, and tuition only while risking career-threatening injuries to win games for dear old you. These kids are winning extreme pride and extreme bragging rights from many wealthy boosters who were always willing to pay dearly for dear old you victories, dearly and oftentimes illegally. I was there right in the middle in Dallas, Texas, of the SMU death penalty back in the mid-'80s. If you've seen the ESPN 30 for 30, Pony XS, I'm all over it because I was right in the middle of it. And all through it, I wrote and I said that SMU coach Ron Meyer was breaking bad rules, unconstitutional rules, breaking them nonetheless, but bad rules that are no longer. Now it seems like a joke that SMU had its entire program obliterated, wiped off the face of the earth for paying a few players a few bucks. But they were the only ones who got caught. For years and years, the NCAA fought to keep college football amateur, played by student athletes. Do you remember all those days? Because the NCAA feared losing TV ratings to the NFL if it didn't maintain its lie, and it was just a big lie. But guess what happened? Once the courts of the United States of America forced open this portal and college football was overrun by runaway free agency, year after year after year, runaway free agency with no rules, college football realized, wait a second, we're at least as popular as we've always been, if not more so. Man, I know I can't wait to watch Miami, Ole Miss, and tomorrow night, Oregon and Indiana. I can't wait. I'm hooked. You got me by the eyeballs, NCAA. I'm still yours. Nothing changed. It's a great product, great entertainment, but it's just pro football. Does anybody out there remember when student athletes were forced to miss games because they had missed too much class? Do you remember those days? Those days are so long gone. These free agent mercenaries are now playing for 3, 4, 5 schools during a college football career. They don't go to any class. Look, they can go if they want to. They can go if they choose to. But they are no longer required to go to class. There are no more academic standards that you have to keep. There are no more eligibility requirements. No more ACT and SAT minimums that used to force the kids who couldn't make those minimums go to JUCOs, junior colleges. Remember those days? It's just now mercenary pro football masquerading as student athlete college football. And I'm totally fine with it the way it is. It's really the way it should have been from the start. At these football factory schools, this was always pretty much the way it was. But now many, if not most of these athletes are no longer students. Many, if not most. You know it and I know it. The idea that kids playing for your school, dear old you, now sit in the same seats in the same classrooms that we sat in back when we became men at college. I was at Vanderbilt. I grew up rooting for the University of Oklahoma Sooners. The idea that these kids are sitting in those same classrooms is a joke, an anachronistic joke. It's a myth that has been shattered right before your very eyes. Believe it if you have to. So here's the bottom line. Oh, and by the way, before I get to the bottom line, it's clear now that college football is in desperate need of a commissioner. It needs a Goodell. It needs desperately 2-year contracts. You can't have rampant free agency year after year. Kids, right, especially the quarterbacks, I'll go play for that money there, and then, more money over here, and then I'll go next year to here. They all have agents. You're going to have some governing body with rules. You're just going to have to. Now, here's the bottom line, and maybe for many of you it's going to be the punchline. You can laugh if you will, but I'm telling you, this is coming. You watch. The College Pro League will eventually have to do away with all eligibility rules. The courts will abolish them. To compete with the National Football League at the highest level, college football, college pro football, will have to allow players to play as long as they want to play. If they want to keep on, there'll be no more 4 to 5 year eligibility. You can only play 4 years with the redshirt year. The courts are going to tear this apart. College football will finally sit, you watch, and you will. College football will sit back and say, geez, well, it's working. Let's just, if Diego Pavia at my school, Vanderbilt, if he thinks he can make more money playing for Vanderbilt, supply and demand, it's America, free market economy, let him keep playing. Let him play until he's 30 or 35 or 40. Just let him keep playing. Watch. It's coming. You laugh, but it's coming. I mean, what's already happening with these kids in college basketball? They're going to the NBA, they're playing in the summer league, and then they're saying, gee, I can make more money back at Baylor. Oh, okay. And Tom Izzo is apoplectic, out of his mind. Like, you can't let them come back and play for Baylor. Oh yeah, the court's going to say you can, you must. It's coming. The floodgates have opened in the portals. There'll come a point where college pro football will just allow kids. They're just mercenaries representing schools instead of cities. Just let them keep playing. If Diego Pavia feels like he was meant to play college football at Vanderbilt, he can just keep on playing college football at Vanderbilt. And you'll really laugh at this, but I believe there will come a day, and I was right about paying college kids. I've said it for years. It's coming, whether you believe it or not. But there's going to come a day when a Tom Brady will run his course in the National Football League, and then if he so chose, if he said, I think I got a little left in the tank, I think I want to go back and play a year or two for Michigan. It's America. Why not? Let him come back. It's just another form of pro football, and you could maybe win one for your dear old U, which is the University of Michigan, Tom. I think it's coming. You watch, and you will watch, because college football is as exciting as ever. I'm into it. I'm into the portal. I've been monitoring who my Oklahoma Sooners and Vanderbilt Commodores have been snatching out of the portal. These alums, these boosters want to pay for these bragging rights. It's great. It's great for everybody. Everybody wins. Everybody watches.